Coach, another good weekend. Cougs take 3 of 4 from Cal State Northridge, now 10-1 at home. What did you think of your club this last weekend?
I thought we improved as a club this weekend. Obviously we like to get 4 out of 4, but I did see some gains in all parts of the game of baseball. Damon struggled a little bit coming out on Friday night. However, he got going again. We got him some runs, and he did a really fine job. So started with him, and then we went to Walker, who probably pitched his best, had his best outing throughout the whole year. And and we saw Cody Anderson probably not feel as good as he felt the whole year, but really pitched well. Just gave up 2 runs and felt like we had a chance to win the game the whole time. And then A.J. Block did a fine job. He continues to do very good things on the mound, throwing 3 pitches and just getting a little bit deeper. One of the things that we like to get with A.J., and he hasn't had that opportunity because he hasn't had 4 or 5 consistent weekends where we planned on him starting but then lost a couple of games. So we're hoping eventually we can get his pitch count up a little bit more where he can go a little bit deeper in the game. But all in all, I was excited about the growth that we had this weekend. We basically, for the last 6 games, played high-level defense. We had the pick-off by Damon on Friday, but otherwise some very good plays in the outfield, some very good plays in the infield, some good, catching, blocking balls, keeping guys at the base that they're at. So all in all, we're moving in a very good direction.
Monday, you kind of tinkered with the lineup a little bit. We got to see a couple more new faces, already a number of new players around the diamond. But Danny Sinatro and Ryan Ramsauer and Cal Waterman behind the plate. What did you see from those guys that kind of got a full game under their belt?
Well, Cal's been playing, pretty much the whole year, but wanted to get him more involved, and he needs to be. He's going to be a very integral part of what we're doing here this year. But he had probably his best ABs the whole year. Pulled in with bases loaded and hit into the double play, so it shows you what I know. But I had our 4-hole hitter on the bench, who was one of our best hitters, and thought it'd be a good time to make that switch late in the game. But Cal did a fine job, really good job behind the plate. Kept some balls in front of him, which kept runners at first base or runners at first and second. Allowed us to turn a double play or get another out or not have runners in scoring position when it was tight. And Danny Sinatro, I've been trying to get him in the game throughout the whole year. It's been a process for him. He's made the change now from infield to outfield, and want to get him some more ABs. Got us started in the first inning. Lead-off hit. We ended up scoring 2 runs that inning. He has a squeeze play later. Did a very nice job with that. And so he's going to go with us this weekend, and hopefully, move him in the lineup a little bit more with facing Cal. And then Ryan Ramsauer did a nice job. He had a nice sac bunt in that first inning to get us going. Had a double late, scored a run. So again, trying to get more people in the lineup so that we can move when we need to. And they're good enough to play here, and they're good enough to be in the lineup. And it was a great day to do that, and we just got a lot of help from everybody.
Kind of the long ball has kind of been a part of this offense this year. 12 homers already, and you had 16 last year. Is there one thing? What's the difference from last year to this year in terms of being able to hit a little bit more home runs this year?
Well, for returners, some of it is just getting stronger. I don't know how else to say it. They've gotten stronger and they've gotten older and recognizing what pitches that they can move on. And our yard played favorable to that this weekend. With the guys that hit them, they're left-handed. The wind was blowing out a little bit that way. Blake Clanton has continued from the first weekend on to get better ABs, and we need him in a lineup because he has real power that can help this team. He plays a very good outfield, so that all helps. We're hitting a lot of doubles. I saw we're second in the league for doubles next to Arizona. And that's what our goal is. We'd like to hit a lot of doubles, get runners at second base to lead off innings or score runners from first base. So I'm happy with the approach where that's all concerned.
Now you head to Cal this weekend, kind of resume Pac-12 conference play, and you also play Pacific on a Monday. You know, this Cal team struggled a little bit last weekend, but very offensive. A lot of home runs from the Cal team. What do you think from Cal?
Well, the weekend that they had last weekend is not indicative of who they are. I know that Cal is very good. I know that the starting pitching that they have is good. We've watched some things. I've been playing other teams throughout the year, and I know they're going to be ready to rebound. And so we're going to have to be ready. They're good. They're very offensive. They've got good starting pitching. And if we don't do the things that we have been doing lately, it doesn't matter who we play. We've got to play good baseball, and they're at home now, I believe, now for the first time in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be exciting for them. They're anxious to get the bad taste out of their mouth as far as the games they played the last weekend. So we will have to be ready. But I'm excited about our group going into Cal because I think we made a jump from last weekend at USC against a very quality opponent in Northridge. They pitched very well. They don't make a lot of mistakes. That error to the one inning that we scored some runs, but they're a very good team, and I think we'll be ready.
Heading into conference play this year, what do you think is just like the biggest change or improvement that you've seen from your team from last year?
Well, consistency, from our whole team. For the most part, since league play started, we've thrown strikes, except for maybe the one night on Friday night against USC. We've had consistent play defensively. That has helped. We've got more kids involved in the lineup. Typically, we're 6 to 8 deep on any given day, and so we need that consistency throughout the order to bunt when we want to hit a double when it allows itself, to hit an occasional homer, to separate and do those things. But I've seen very good baseball the last 6 games from this team, and I expect it this weekend.
What have you seen from Shane Matheny, who's just much improved this year, just playing great?
Shane's always been a very good defensive player. That's been his mark on the field, but he's really made a jump offensively this year. We could say there's a couple things that we've all worked with him and kind of tinkering with his swing, but it's all come down to him. And he's more mature. He knows what he's looking for. He knows who he is. He knows what he's trying to do. And when you have that confidence, you can do just about anything. So hopefully he can keep right on going, but I don't see any reason why he wouldn't. He's a junior. He's a leader. He's done things the right way to get him where he's at right now.